Did you know that the city of Christchurch in New Zealand has a wizard? A real, honest to God wizard. And that this human being, actually, on his license plate, his name is the Wizard. Legit story. It was in the BBC this morning. I was like, oh, that's the best birthday present that anybody has ever given me. I can actually go and move to Christchurch, New Zealand, and be called the Wizard. This is like, it was like, man, 42. Now I know I can move to Christchurch, New Zealand, and officially be the Wizard of Christchurch, New Zealand. I'm just like, that's everything. It's everything. Made my day today. And he legit, honest to God, looks like a wizard. The beard, everything. And in the article, it says he was getting a little bit older. So he's looking for an apprentice. I'm like, oh, I wonder how you apply. I wonder how you apply for the role of wizard. So if anyone has any influence over anyone in Christchurch, New Zealand, I would like to be considered for the role of wizard. Oh, I would love that. It took me like 40 years to finally land in this experience of being human. I think the world would be a much better place if nobody was allowed to make a major life decision until they were 40 years old. It would just be so much better. People had lived their lives for a bit longer. They'd had the opportunity to go through the ups and downs of life, develop emotionally, grow spiritually. I feel like 40 is when your life really begins, and everything is like preparation for 40, every single thing. So no matter how much you think you're balling out in your 20s and 30s, not so much, no. Yeah, once you get to 40, it's like everything starts to kind of settle down. You kind of know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. You don't really want to go out anymore, you don't want to do certain things anymore. You just don't resonate with certain environments or situations. And the difference is that by the time you get to 40, you finally have the courage to say no. Whereas in your 20s and 30s, out of fear that you were missing out on something, you would probably just say yes, even if you didn't want to do it. So anyway, I think growing older is a gift. Man, growing older is a gift. I have to tell you, your uniqueness is your gift to this world. Your uniqueness is your gift to this world. Okay. And I can't emphasize that enough. The reason why you have struggled is because you've tried to fit in and belong. Okay. So as we return to our uniqueness, as we return to our authenticity, and as we voice our uniqueness, I want you to know that what you are doing is offering the world your own unique divine perspective. Your own unique divine perspective. And why is this important? Because we're here to learn from each other. We're here to, through community, elevate each other. We're here to support one another. We're here to uplift one another. But if we're not communicating our truth and what's going on with us, and we're not communicating our way through this evolution, then we're denying others the breadcrumbs that they need for their own growth and evolution. And so I would highly encourage you to cultivate the courage, please, to share what you know you need to share, to say what you know you need to say, to live how you know you need to live. Because as much as that's unique and you may be judged for it or it may not be understood, it is so important. What we've done is we've given our power away. Because we don't trust ourselves anymore, because we don't believe in ourselves anymore, because we don't have any confidence in ourselves anymore, we're constantly looking to external authorities and we're constantly overriding our own inner wisdom, knowledge, and power. And the fascinating thing is that this happens in spirituality too. You know, in India, the primary teaching is that God, Guru, and Self are one, right? But yet, instead of owning yourself as the Guru, right, as the vehicle through which darkness is being transformed into light, you project all of that onto somebody outside of you, and then you make them the Guru, right? But that's not the truth. The truth is, you are the guru. You are a unique lens of perception. You're a unique lens of evolution. You're a unique way in which consciousness is expressing and experiencing. So it's all about having courage. It's all about having the courage. So when we realize that our purpose is to love, okay, and we're literally here to have a love affair with life, right? To have this love affair with reality, to love everything, to love the insects and the creepy crawlies and the four-legged ones and the sky and the trees and the plants and human beings and everything that we're doing every day is just the excuse to which we capture the attention of another person for long enough to share our love with them. Wow. At that point, we are so lit up and so enlivened and so blessed that our life literally becomes like this masterpiece, right? But it requires our commitment. It requires consistency. It requires our willingness. It requires our willingness to just capture life's attention for long enough in order to be able to love it. Like to sit with nature for long enough in order to love it and appreciate it. To sit with another human being for long enough to love them and appreciate them. To walk the earth lovingly and gently and softly to where the earth feels our supportive presence. This is where we are able to make a difference. And this is what will be remembered. This is what will be remembered. We have to accept our story. Collectively, we have to accept our story and be done with it. What purpose has it served? It has served the purpose of bringing us to where we are now. A more empowered, more loving, more healthier, more vibrant, more connected, more aware version of ourselves than we have ever been at any point in our lives. And all you have to say to that is, thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so grateful for every single thing that I went through. Because of every single thing that I've gone through, I get to be who I am now. Wow, I'm good with that. I am so good with that. I'm good with all of it. I don't need to go back and revisit anything in my life or wish that anything was any different than it was. Because it never will be. It's going to be the way that it was. It's a part of my journey, a part of my evolutionary arc, a part of my infinite evolutionary spiral. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful for every single thing that I have gone through. Why? Because my past is an affirmation of my victory. You know what? I didn't succumb to that relationship. I didn't succumb to that addiction. I didn't succumb to the expectations and the burden and the weight of family. I didn't succumb to all of those things. I'm alive and I'm still breathing. I'm alive and I'm still breathing. There you go. So at that point, it's an affirmation of my victory. I am more awake, more aware, more loving, of bigger service than ever before. Thank you, God. Thank you to every single moment thank you to every single moment that I had. I am no longer willing to waste my time, my energy, or one moment of who I am focusing on the past that I cannot change. I am ready in this moment to just fully accept it and be free.